4 days in a row of not making money with Carnival Cruise Line. Goodness grief. There was only 5 business days left till earnings, and 4 of them got consumed by a monster. Well, I guess it went up a tiny bit today. Well, yeah, it went up. It's up at 15.89 now, so no, it's where it was yesterday. I don't know where they're getting these numbers. They move after close, but it seemed like 15.89 was my break-even point all day long, and that's where it is right now after hours. Up, broke 16, went down under 15, 16 under 15, 16 under 15, 16 under 15, down to 15.50 at a low. Yesterday was really scary. I was like, what in the heck? I'm James, your favorite ticker picker. I told you about Carnival when it was in the 9s. We've been enjoying this one together. Hopefully you've been enjoying it with me. I predicted $14, $15 pre-earnings, and then an earnings thump that would take it to 16 or 17 temporarily, receding back to 14 something after earnings. It completely outpaced me, and it went nuts, and too much good news all at once. I don't know what happened. The last 4 days have been kind of disappointing. It almost like it's hitting a point of resistance where it just is dying to go higher, but I think people are playing with it. It's the volume's up to 50 million a day over the 10-day moving average. It usually has 25 million a day. So I think every day trader in town is showed up for this thing for the week before earnings day trade festival. I think they're buying it at 15.70 and selling it for 15.85 over and over and over and over again all day long. Just watching this thing go back and forth is just really, it's really starting to get to me. I just it's like, God, please leave that range. please go up again. But no, as soon as it hits 15.85 or 15.90, they all hit the sell button. You're like, who the hell's getting out right now, you know? But oh yeah, they're selling. You're selling like crazy. I think it's 15.80. Why would you want to sell this stock right now? You're obviously not one of the people that want to hear the earnings call, and you're obviously not one of the people that has optimism for it going up to $35. You're a day trader, and I think we just hit day trader land, which is probably the 1 week before earnings. I'm glad we got in a month or two ago, but it's that week before earnings, day trading. Half the people in this market right now are just pump and dump, pump and dump, pump and dump all day long, as you can see. That's just that's a 5-day. Good Lord. And it's almost like if you look at the 1 day, probably looks the same, just as chaotic. Look at this. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Finally it cruised up towards the end. But a day trader got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 cracks at this thing today to make a dime. And probably made a buck on it today, and they probably did pretty good. I think that might be what happens to stocks as they come close to earnings. They know there's a perpetual interest in the stock. They know the volume is up. They know there's a strong buyership. They know there's a lot of people that want to get in. They know that the strength is there to keep it rising, and they can join that strength of the rising and then just dump it, and then it'll crash it, and then let it rise again, and then dump it, and then crash it. The damn thing probably went up $2 today. If it wasn't for them dumping it and then piling it on, accounting for half of that, I don't know. I just feel like somebody just dumped it all day long, and the whole thing just went nowhere. Way too much activity. No reason to be selling this thing on a Thursday before earnings. Do you not want it anymore? I don't know. Why would you do that? Why'd you buy it to begin with? They're day traders. Nothing to worry about. Hopefully tomorrow will be a good day. Expecting Monday morning's earnings report to be short and them to beat. It's going to be a revenue beat. No idea on the earnings, but the earnings prediction is usually based on revenue as a starting number, and then from there they back out all the costs and figure out the earnings per share. And the way they're backing everything out, they're backing it out of a very low revenue, lower than pre-COVID was. Their ships are 100% full and have been all quarter. They have more cabins than ever, and they're charging more for their cruises. And yeah, they're going to do more revenue as a result. This is the most full that you've ever seen a cruise ship in your probably adult life, and unless some weird thing happened a while back that I'm not aware of that happened to have filled them all up. I know all the hotels are full, and this is your only vacation destination, so everyone's taking a cruise. And I know they're booked out because we've been trying to book tickets constantly. Carnival and Norwegian, both in the same boat. Both of them are jockeying back and forth on day trading. Carnival pre-earnings hype. The Carnival's slugging for the last 40 years, 4 days, has transferred over to Norwegian. They've just been living the same life, living La Vida Loca. But Carnival, look for it tomorrow. Hey, it might just do the same thing tomorrow, but more and more people want to be a part of the earnings thing. So you know that crowd will continue, and the day traders will love it. But hopefully this thing can beat out the day traders tomorrow and get up a little bit more. But the lower it goes tomorrow, the higher it's going to go on Monday. So I just hope we get a beat. If we get a beat, it should slam. I don't know, at these ridiculous numbers, I don't even know what to say. 16, 17, 18, 19 bucks, and then a collapse down to 15 again. And that's with a great beat. I don't know. What do you think? Leave it in the comments below. How long does it stall out before it starts rocking forwards again? I'm pretty sure we all know this thing's going to be above 20 in October. How long does it take to get started with that? Or is it just going to stutter and then race to it? Not really sure. It seems like the last month of the quarter is the one where everybody's interest starts brewing. Maybe the first 2 months of the quarter are not as shiny. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen to it. And if that does, we might have to sit out for 2 quarters. And I don't know. I'm so scared. I got a FOMO on this one because I know it's going to 35 in 3 quarters, 3.5 quarters at least. So I don't want to miss. I don't want to miss out. And I can't even see that it might just come down just a little bit. I got out at for about 10 cents. It hit 12.70, and then it hit like 12.80, and I got right back in. I was like, okay, I'm not doing that again. And then I went up to 16 and change, and then I got out a little bit at 16.13, and I did it perfect. And then I got FOMO again, and I bought it again at 16.20 like an idiot. And then it came down to 15.70, 15.50. I could have made a nice scoop, get out, get in even cheaper. But I missed the scoop. I missed the attempted scoop earlier. I'm all scooped out. I'm something like this that's just going up this hard. Here's the after hours. It kind of went back up to the day's high, it looks like, or somewhere around there. But Carnival, everybody, it's doing what it was supposed to do. It overperformed. What can I say? Very proud of it. And even if we take a beating, hopefully we're all up nice and good. And hopefully we'll have a great Monday to look forward to. Depending on how crazy it gets on Monday or how good the news is, you maybe get out after earnings. If it turns into a hoopla festival that can't hold or can't possibly last, because you're looking at a $20 to a $22 stock by October, maybe a 25 at most. But that's many months away. That's July, August, September, October. Yeah, 4 months. So I don't know. I'll let you make your exit play, but we had a nice ride. Carnival, everybody, like the video and subscribe, please, and have a wonderful evening.